Shot clock at 5. And an offensive foul. Foul committed by Steve Kerr.
That's about as close as Steve Kerr will come to a technical foul as he started to stalk the official. Actually, it was Michael Jordan's fault in this case by coming too quick before Steve Kerr was set. You saw on the left side of the screen that Steve Kerr wasn't set because Michael Jordan left it too early to set that screen up.
Now Childs playing the clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock. 5-second differential with the game clock. Oh, Wennington made contact through the shoulder into Childs. So with 11 and 6/10 seconds remaining in this first half, the Knicks back to the line with the Bulls over the limit.
Bill does not agree with that call. He would probably agree with the one where he grabbed Patrick Ewing on the same play, keeping Ewing from rolling to the basket. I guess he got 2 for 1 on the whole situation.
Chris Childs, a 79% free throw shooter, back on the floor after sitting out 5 games with the wrist injury.
Here it is on the left of your screen. You saw the right arm of Wennington hanging on to Ewing and the left one reaching out to pop Chris Childs. I don't know what he was arguing about.
So the Knicks lead is now 8. And Rodman had it poked away. Starks over Jordan. And last touch by Oakley with 3 seconds remaining in the half.
This is when the Bulls usually run their home run play, the long pass to the top of the key, and then a pitch back to a wingman. And it looks like Jordan's going to be the top of the key man.
And Rodman, an excellent passer, fires on the hop, picked off by Ewing. Here's Ewing going all the way. 1/10 of a second to go in the half. And Patrick Ewing shaken up. Rodman was back and stepped away. I think Ewing expected some contact. The steal leading to the drive and the stuff. And Ewing hearing it from the crowd as he hobbles his way back to the tunnel, headed to the Knicks locker room.
You mentioned Rodman, a good passer. This was a bad one when Patrick Ewing can come up and pick it off that easily. And Patrick has one thing on his mind, take it to the basket, and that should have been a foul on Dennis Rodman on the low bridge as he bent down and hip checked Ewing hard to the floor. Here's the collision. Should have been a foul.
Strong finish by the Knicks. And they're up by 10, 52-42. Patrick Ewing with 14 points, 9 coming in the second quarter. Michael Jordan opened in explosive fashion but cooled off. He has 13 at the half. Coming up in a moment, Bob Costas and the Prudential halftime report. Down to 45 seconds. Chicago with the ball trailing by 4. The Knicks have led by as many as 17. Pippen trying to find Jordan. Jordan guarded by Houston. Oakley over to help. Jordan with the left hand to set it up. It's down to 2. Michael Jordan brings the Bulls within 2. 29 and 2/10 seconds remaining in the fourth, and the Knicks call for time. At one point, the Knicks led 93-80 with 3:55 remaining. But this is Michael Jordan's time. First, he goes glass from the right side, and then able to set up with the left hand, putting the move on Allen Houston and hitting to cut it to 2. We'll return after these messages from your local station. The Chicago Bulls with a 13-2 run. Michael Jordan with the last 2 field goals. He now has 36 points. The Knicks are down to 1 timeout remaining. Chicago with 2 and a 20. 29 and 2/10 seconds to go. And it will be New York ball.
And the man that wants the ball in this situation is Patrick Ewing. He will usually get his hands on it. The question is, will the Bulls play him one-on-one or double team him and try to force the turnover by knocking the ball out of his hands?
Starks moving on Kerr. Both clubs are over the foul limit. Down to 15 seconds. 10 on the shot clock. Knicks using the clock. And Ewing shot is good. And Ewing with some words for the Chicago bench. That was a tough angle, and I believe he got a piece of the glass.
He did, and did not call it, but he'll take it. But a smart play there by Patrick Ewing against Robert Parrish. Instead of staying in on the post-up, where it would be congested, maybe a double team, they milked the clock down to about 8 seconds, and when Patrick catches, faces up on Robert Parrish, looking for drive or shot, and this thing just took the side of the backboard and looks over to the bench as assistant coach Frank Hamlin saying, "Are you kidding me?" Off the glass from that angle. Here it is again as Patrick dead flat, and it did on live action certainly catch the side of the glass, and the Bulls bench could see all of that.
Just nicked the glass from a tough angle from the corner. The Bulls calling for time with 7 7/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And when we resume, it will be Chicago ball down by 4 points. So they need a quick hoop and obviously a steal, or perhaps take a shot at putting the Knicks at the foul line.
And even though it's only 7.7 seconds, you don't necessarily need a three-point shot. The quickest score you can get, and then the steal or foul.
And Chicago, 4 of 16 from three-point range. The Bulls, led by Michael Jordan, 36 points, although it has not been one of his exceptional ball games. A very streaky game for Michael, has played most of the way. Dennis Rodman with 18 rebounds. Scottie Pippen just 4 of 17 from the field. Patrick Ewing, high man for the Knicks with 32, 3 straight 30-plus games, along with 14 rebounds. Charles Oakley, 12 points, 10 rebounds. And Allen Houston with 12 points. So the Bulls are facing the prospect of their 8th defeat of the season. That is a very select group, accounting for the 7 wins over Chicago. The Bulls at 53-7, the best record in the NBA. Seven and 7/10 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter. Rodman inbounding, finding Pippen. And he fires the three, apparently hoping to get a foul call. Here's Rodman backing it up. It's all over. The Knicks have evened the series at 1 apiece with Chicago. 97-93 is the final. That's it from the Garden. Now let's go to Third Rock from the Sun.